WebLogic scripting tool, if you can run it interactively. So you can invoke the interpreter and using the WLST.sh script, and that's located under Oracle Common bin, and there's a WLST.sh script. And if you're in Windows, it'll be .cmd or .bat. But the location's the same. Now, if you run it without any parameters, it will launch in an interactive mode. If you pass it the name of a script, either a .python script, then it will execute that script. Just to show you some examples of WLST, one way, so typically you connect to a domain. Okay, it's the first thing you do is you launch WLST interactively, and then you connect to it. So if you're not writing or executing a script, this is a very simple thing to test out. You can launch WLST.sh, and then you connect to it, and you can pass in the username, password, the admin server name, and this is optional. You really only need to pass in the URL to the admin server. Okay. If you leave out the admin username and password, you will be prompted for it. And so in the lesson on security, I talked about omitting the admin username and password from the command arguments. And the reason for this is you've entered these values in plain text, and we never want credentials in plain text. It might be okay for development, but if you're working in an enterprise environment and you probably have some company policy or security policy or some corporate security group that says, credentials must be encrypted. Okay, so you can leave these out so that they don't appear in plain text. Now in the lab, I'll talk about how we will not use username and passwords, but we will generate a key that we will use to connect to WebLogic.